Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. I hope your weekend was great and your Monday is off to a good start. Mine is already off to a great start because I didn't have to wake up early and go to school today. Reason being, today is our school's fall festival, and so that is from 4 to 7 tonight. And so it is considered we call it a professional development day. But we don't have to report until 3 o'clock and then work the festival, and we're there from 3 to 8. So we don't have school today, so I didn't have to get up early to be anywhere. So my day is already off to a great start because of that. I'm able to try and get some stuff done around my house and, just get stuff kind of back in order, because during the week it all just kind of goes crazy because by the time I get home, 7, 8 o'clock at night, I'm exhausted. I don't want to do anything. So that's what I've been doing this weekend, and then my plan for today is try and get stuff kind of back in order so that my house is livable for another week, and then I'll repeat the cycle next weekend. So today's title is On His Mind. Our verse says, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. I appointed you as a prophet to the nations." That's Jeremiah 1:5. I love that verse. Absolutely love it. It says, long before you were born, God knew you would exist. He decided that you would be a part of the human race. It's true, your arrival on planet Earth was no surprise to him. Have you ever wondered what came to God's mind when he first thought of you? The picture of you that he saw probably brought a smile to his face. He saw your unique abilities and potential. He saw your opportunities to make a difference in his world. I'm going to add to that when he first looked and he saw the person that you are, that I am, he also in that very moment saw every single trial that we were going to face and how we were going to overcome it. Right? In that moment, he saw every single challenge that we were going to be faced with, but he also saw exactly how we were going to overcome it. That's incredible to me. That whenever God first, before we were ever thought about by anyone here on earth, and God thought about us, he was able to see our unique features and quirks and aspects that we may not even know about ourselves yet. He was able to see all of that just in one glance. It says, like everyone who has ever lived, the prophet Jeremiah struggled with self-worth. That's why God spoke to Jeremiah and assured him that his life was not an accident. God had a plan for his life before he was born. The same is true for you. You don't have to be a prophet or a pastor or a missionary for God to know your name. Now I am going to say, we are all missionaries in a sort. It just depends where your mission field is. Your mission field might literally be across the world in another country. But your mission field is wherever you are. My mission field is being in that school, being in that classroom. If you work a desk job, guess what? That's your mission field. We are all missionaries. He not only knows your name, but he also knows your strengths and weaknesses. He knows what makes you afraid, and he knows your future. It's a future that will allow you to use your abilities and potential to do great things for God. He knows our strengths, he knows our weaknesses, and he knows how we can use both of those things to then glorify his name. It takes every different kind of person to make this world work. If we were all the same, it would be mass chaos. There's a reason God made each of us different with our own abilities, our own likes, our own dislikes, our own strengths, our own weaknesses. Because he knew that in order for this world to work well, it needed each of those. In order for him to be glorified, we all had to be different to be able to reach different people. Prayer says, Lord, it's amazing to me that you've known me since before I was born. I want to live as the person you saw when you first thought of me. You know, I often wonder if, and I'm sure he did, but it's just one of those things that makes me curious, if whenever God first thought of us, if he also saw all the sin that we were going to commit. Or if when he first thought of us, because when God created the world, he created it perfect, right? So I wonder if whenever God first thought of us, if it was still in that realm of the world is going to be perfect, that when he first thought of us, that's what he thought of. Without the sin, without, the dirty and the ugly. I wonder. Because I want to be who God created, but I know that I can't be that because of sin, right? It just things that make you think. Just things that make you go, and make me continue in my head making a list of stuff that I'm going to ask God when I get to heaven. I have a running list in my head of things that I want to ask God, so just add that to it. Everyone have a great Monday. Have a great start to your week, and of course, go be the example.